Big welcome to you, Pisces. It's raining, and that is clearly a sign that we have two water signs coming together, which is the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in your sign, Pisces. Scorpio is rather the deep ocean, rather that being in the love, right? Diving actually deep into the love, and you are rather searching and looking for the love, right? Because you're sitting on your horse with the cup in your hand and you have a river in your picture. I will show you in a minute. So when it rains, I always like that song, When It Rains, it comes from heaven. And when it rains, it's giving us a clearer perspective afterwards, right? While it rains, we might be bothered. We might be like, oh God, it's raining. We don't like it. We always have something to complain about, right? We rather speak about how beautiful the sun is, how beautiful the weather is. And we never really say how beautiful that it's raining. I mean, why not, right? So I think it's all the time something about our perspective of how we're looking at it. So on a day like today, it's a water element, right? When it's water element, it's always humid. We like to eat carbohydrates on a day like this. You are connected to the leaf, which I have here. I also have a fruit and a flower. And then there's roots, right? There is these four components. Each sign has roots or flower, fruit, or leaf, right? So there is these stages that the plant kingdom goes through, right? It starts with the seed. It goes into the roots grow into the leaves grow into the flower. The flower then becomes the fruit, and the fruit again holds the seed within it, right? So the four stages, and including the fifth stage, which is then of course always the spiritual world, right? The space, or akasha in the Ayurvedic tradition, right? Or in the yogi tradition, we call it akasha, and akasha is the space around, and that's where again the seed and the fruit are transformational, becoming the same, right? The fruit again is the seed. So let me show you out of the Hermetic Tarot the card of the Death card, right? Again, also a water sign, but the ocean, connected to a deeper diving into the love, letting go, dying. Dying is not dying. Dying is a transformation. And here we see how this card literally shows us a deep letting go. There's the Scorpio down here underneath the skeleton. The skeleton is the part of our body, the bones, that lasts the longest. Hence we have here a skeleton riding on a white horse in the Rider-Waite deck, right? And here we see how everything is actually shifting, changing. There's the snake inside, there is your symbol up here, and there's the phoenix rising out of its ashes. Again and again, after transformation, we feel that we have reached something so much more deeper, because when we let go of the physical, including almost the bones, right? That's why bone cancer is a sign that the person really, really wants to be gone, right? Psychologically, when we look into that, it means, okay, what happened to that person? Sorry, I'm just gonna get a little fresh air. what happened to that person, right? That he even wants his bones to be gone. So when we look into the deeper meaning of all of this, here we have the king is dead on the floor. The child is curious looking at this horse. The child, the girl, she's into the beauty. She's not even looking at it. And of course, all the hierophants, all the spiritual leaders, they greeting it because they have done the death ceremony, right? When we do a death ceremony, we understand that we are much, much, much more than just this physical body. The white horse is the spirit, again, coming to us with the white flower underneath a black background. It's the yin and yang symbol, just in a different way shown. And we have the two towers here in Scorpio, which means going beyond the boundaries of the known world, right? The known world has its boundaries, has its limits, but it means we go beyond, and this sun is not setting, it is rising. Here the card now that I drew, the yoga card, is Scorpio, the position itself, with the phoenix behind it, rising out of the subconscious, because the card here in Hebrew means noon. Noon means fish, and the fish is where we come from, right? It's coming out of the subconscious, is coming out of this subconscious group, this stage of where we are recollecting all of our memory, but we are transforming it, we are shifting it, we're changing it, right? And you Pisces are part of that, right? So here is your symbol in it. I've drawn between the wings, the tail and the two wings, I drawn here the ocean, the fish coming into the transformation of Scorpio. And of course, behind it, a new world, a new seed, in a way, getting out of this position, because we're letting go of the mind. We're letting go of that mental thinking, mental consciousness, right? Where we are blocked in our boundaries of the physical world. And we want to transform that. We want to shift that and grow again and again in these cycles. Now you are the moon, right? Pisces, you connected to the moon card. Here is the traditional Hermetic Tarot card of the moon and the Rider-Waite next to it. Now when I explain your card, it's quite beautiful, because here the moon shows us, like in the Hermit, the face going to from right to left, because the Hebrew go from right to left and we go from left to right. And so this is in a way the same face looking actually from the right to left, and it's not we're going into the past, it's actually going for them into the future. And the lobster or the Cancer, right, coming out of the subconscious. Here the wolf and the dog as that evolution, right? I mean, just think about something jumping out of the water, a fish, or crawling out and saying, okay, I can be in the water, but I can also be on earth, changing its perception. Here's your symbol, right? Very beautiful. And we see the two towers again, which also are, of course, not in this card. In this card, they didn't put the two towers. Very interesting. But of course, here we have the two towers quite small, and here again we have them very close. So when these two cards now come together, right, the Scorpio and the Pisces, there's something profound happening on days like that, right? Because the transformation, the going deep, the going beyond the boundaries, we sometimes feel this longing for something much more meaningful than we have in this present life, right? Or in this dimension. So let me show you your card, but this card, the meaning of the card here is Kaf, and Kaf is the head, Kaf. I find it very interesting, right? Like how the Hebrew words sometimes in German, Kaf, Kopf, yeah, we have the same meaning in there, where we're letting go of our head, right? Because it's our head that can then at night dream. And where's the moon? Visible only at night. And the moon is overlooking our dreams. Here in it is again a beetle rising, or like a bird, right? It's a mixture of many things here in this card. Overcoming, right? And of course the wings of the sun here underneath this beetle, overcoming in our dreams, right? The moon is waking, looking over our dreams and protecting us in a way. But it's before we go to bed, where we should have that one thought, where we should have that one idea, and we keep it right before we fall asleep and bring it into our dream and dream about it. The position, of course, that I drew for you is here, the fish pose, right, in yoga, and I put downward and upward facing dog. And it's not finished yet, right? I want to make this a little darker here, but of course the light is lightening the moon. Sometimes when it's the full moon, it's so bright, right? We can see at night. But I want to put the symbol in the tower, your symbol. I want to make out of your symbol 2 towers. I painted this card a little darker with the symbols in it. I just want you to see it. And again, this line between the sky and the water, right? Here it's the water evaporated. Here it's the water going deep down, right? And also we have down and upward facing dog. So one of the towers again is that opening. It's one is a forward bend and the other one is a back bend. And when we have a forward bend and a back bend, I will continue on this card as well, right? It's not finished yet. It's a little more darker, it's a little more somber, and here is the more lighter version, right? So I decided that I think I'm gonna make one version of the cards a little more intense with the colors, and another one more friendly, more lighter, right? I'm gonna do one going to the right and one going to the left. So I'm gonna do a European version and a Hebrew version. I'm gonna be more bright and a more darker version, right? So a lot of work to do these cards, right? But this is your card. This is you, the moon. And now the last explanation for you. You are the Knight of Cups. Such a beautiful card. And as you can see, you have the river here, right? You're not in the ocean. The card of Scorpio, the King of Cups, he sits in the middle of the ocean. He's not afraid to go deep and to find the love. He has found the love, or he dived deep into the love. You are searching, and that search gives you wings in your head, wings in your shoes. You're holding the cup, and look how elegant, one leg up, this beautiful horse, this white horse. So we have actually 2 horses, right? And both of them going from left to right. And we would think they go into the future, but they're going into the past. When we use, of course, Kabbalah, the tree of life, it's not going into the future. It's going into the past. Both of them sitting on their horse, right? Going into the past. Okay, so let's start your reading. One more thing, your body parts are the feet and your toes. Try to do yoga. Very good for your feet, because we need to grab, we need to hold, right? Then there are these little balls with little spikes. They look kind of like a virus, right? But you roll your foot over it, and it's so good. It's such a perfect massage for your feet. Any foot massage, anything that you can do to your feet, excellent for you, right? It's really important. So your opposite person is the Hermit, which is the number 9, right? You are the number 18. Your card is the number 18. And of course then, sorry, this is Scorpio. Your card is the number 18, right? And it's also number 9. So each time the opposite has the same number and they're facing each other, right? So the Hermit would be your perfect counterbalanced personality, right? Pisces and Hermit would be good together. But what you got starting from your reading here is the head, which is very interesting, right? Is that you mostly in your feet, that's why you also like, you're a knight, you're searching, you're walking, you're going, and he is a king of kings, right? This is a major arcana, saying he sits here in his chair of Mars, and he holds on the checkboard, right? Or on the check pattern, he holds his king, and he is really a king of kings. He is the father of logos. He is the father of consciousness. And it's very powerful, right? Because it's almost like you say to yourself, I am also a king. I'm also up here in the sky. I want to be clearly overlooking this reading, right? You come from a big transformation. This is Aries, and this is Sagittarius. So you have realized something very profound. You're not part of the dual game anymore, right? Good and bad, up and down, right and left, inhale and exhale. You have understood now, combining the two, that you are in your center. And you, yes, you did really let go, because the sun in Gemini here in this card is letting go of all that excessive thinking, and you transformed that and you came into temperance. Out of temperance, you got a clear head and you said, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna go forward, moving forward in the way you want to do things. The sun always is the ego, right? When there's sun in Gemini, sun is that excessive thinking, and Gemini is the one that's searching, right? Just looking one more time, is searching for the awareness, right? And sometimes that ego of looking for the consciousness, right, is when we really have to let go. This is the card, right? Sun in Gemini, where you realize the number 10 being another level of awareness, another round of consciousness that has come to you. And that's why you were able to transform into temperance, and from temperance into the Emperor, right? So here the next 3 cards are 3 of Cups. Here the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. This is Taurus. Twice the Taurus coming up. Celebration. You are celebrating. You decided, hey, I've come from a clear transformational place. I want to celebrate. Something that you deeply let go of, right? You transformed. You realized in this beginning already, I need to let go. And you did. So here you are, clearly awake, celebrating, finding also a spiritual path. And each time when there is a stair going up, there's also a stair. You can also come down. So something came down to you. You went up, but something also came down to you, right? The church likes to show you only that you have to go up, but something came down. And you can sit at home and feel at ease, at peace, financially secure, stable. Something stopped, right? That search stopped in a way you found within a deep happiness, because the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer, right? And Mercury is that information, intelligence, is the planet that gives us, which is retrograde right now in Scorpio, right? So when something is retrograde, it means we go deeper within. And again, on top of diving, letting go and transforming, we also have retrograde Mercury, right? So still, you find yourself absolutely celebrating this whole situation. Let me have a look. The Hierophant, Taurus, is connected to Venus, right? And is all about value, is all about the value of the material world. He rules through Venus over banking, over real estate, over all those things that we hold in value. Sitting at home is this man with the beard and sitting very clearly here, right? So you have understood something very profound. The next three cards, I mean, your deck is beautiful, really. I mean, I can see that you really let go, right, from the Ten of Swords. So here you are, you have Nine of Pentacles, you have the Sun, which is a Leo, but then you have a Leo court card reverse, right, which is the Queen of Fire. Now, here clearly connected to the Hermit, you have understood that something came to you and you found a financial security, which is of course always in the Taurus energy. It's that financial security. It could be a Taurus that came to you and helped you very profoundly to find your own inner peace, find Venus in Virgo, because this is connected to the Virgo card, right? The number 9. Then this is giving you a powerful outlook into the world. Here, this is your central card. On top of it, the Sun, the I, the ego, you showing yourself, right? Which you tend not to do so much. You're not the type that's like, hey, look at me, you know? You're a little bit more hidden. You're more the moon, right? And the moon always needs the sun. And here you got the sun, right? You as a moon would even be seen without the sun. So now you have the moon as the moon card, right? You have the sun. And you have that light. You have that bright light. And something needed to turn upside down here. And I want to read it to you because Leo is all about show yourself, being on stage, right? Which is something that comes later to you. You're gonna see. But I just want to read the Queen of Wands in reverse. What does that mean? Because she's an entrepreneur, she's working, she has her own business, right? She's not the type that works for someone. So reverse, it means jealousy, being afraid to take a risk, not being totally honest with yourself, an optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think, and I think that's the one. waning passions. Okay, now you can of course pick which one, but I think because you have these two with it in this, I feel that this is that time to know what it is that you want, right? What do you want from this world, right? It's the an optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think. That's what it is, right? Because here, you don't care what people think. Here, you're financially stable. That's why you're able to show yourself. Look how she puts her arms up, right? And says, hey, here I am. And you will understand why it's not a negative thing that the Queen of Wands is reversed, because now look what you got. I mean, it's like, this is crazy. The same position, right? And it's Jupiter in Leo. The same position of the sun throwing up into the air. Here I am, right? Look at this. But you come first from the 9 to the 10, and it's on top of it. You realized something very profound, and you gained a material security. You gained something very profound, because the 10 of Pentacles, it's like you can see here the tree of life, the arrangement of the tree of life, the happy family, and it's something that you wanted in your past, something out of your past. You wanted to bring that back to this present moment. You said, okay, I do not want to live my life a certain way anymore. And you kept saying, and this is the sun in Scorpio, right? Sun in Scorpio. You dig deep, right? You went deep down, and maybe that's also why this is reversed, because sometimes we need to let go. We need to go and release something out of our childhood, right? But here it's not that you release something out of your childhood. Here you brought something back out of your childhood, and you said, I want to be happy. That's it, right? I am here. And I don't really need to search for love, right? If you would think of a love reading, I don't see that. You're single, you're independent. Look at you, you're happy. You have money, and you have more money. I mean, you are happy. You did the spiritual work. You realized the empowerment that has on you, the I. And so you are happy from deep within in your childhood. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands. You did let go of something, so that you could take this idea and bring it into the world. I love that. You're really enjoying yourself. You're really happy. This is Mercury in Virgo. Remember, another 10 to those 10 that you had. Let go. That's why now something new is coming to you. Right? So Mercury in Virgo, your counterpart, your helper, your spiritual partner. I'm a Virgo, but I'm at the end, right? I'm all the way at the end. In the sign of the Hermit, right? I'm already so much more justice. And of course, in the court cards, I'm not the Knight of Pentacles. I am the Queen of Swords. And that's why, right? Have a look in the description box below because the year gets divided through 16, and see if you are really a Knight of Cups, because you could also be in Aries. You could already be born close to Aries, right? And that's why maybe that card came up. So you more, now I get it now, so you more a Queen of Wands. It's not Leo. Leo is the King of Wands. So here it could be, this is you letting go, if you are, of course, not a Knight of Cups, right? Remember that. But because he's here and she is here, you could be more that kind of personality and have the Queen of Wands, right? Because that comes after him. So have a look, right? But for those who are the Knight of Cups, right? Still, right? The reading says still this is for all Pisces, right? Because this is Pisces, right? And Pisces, yes, in the court cards is a different story. So in the court cards, of course, this came up. All right. So I want to know what spiritual message you got. With Taurus. And it's very interesting. I see here the number 2. In the leg of the dog, there's a number 2. And it's 2 cards of the Taurus, the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles came up. So, I don't know if she did that on purpose or if it just happened. Stuff like that happened to me too. Yeah? When I started to paint with watercolor, I was like, wow, there is a whole another dimension coming out. Okay, wow. So, 3 of Swords, 8 of Fire. Oh my God, you got a clear information of letting go of some unhealthy relationship between a Sagittarius and an Aries or a Taurus. That's it. 8 of Wands. It's like, I mean, how much faster can you be than shooting through time and space, right? And just so I very clear, it's Mercury in Sagittarius, yeah. Mercury in Sagittarius, the information flies like crazy. And when I started shuffling, I saw the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And I shuffled and I was like, well, I'm not going to include him. But yeah. And Sagittarius is here, is your guardian angel who came to help you. So there's a story, right? These 3 people that you're letting go. You're letting go either of a Sagittarius, either of an Aries, or either of a Taurus. But also it could be that you're in this situation of 3 people, relationship-wise, right? You and 2 others. Or the world pain. You said, I don't want to be participating in this world pain anymore. And you did that really, really fast. Okay, why is the Queen of Wands reverse? Why is the Queen of Wands reversed? What does that mean? Because it could be, right, some of you, not all. I don't have that many people yet who watch. But nevertheless, right, there's a few people who have different birthdays. Because you got a clear thought. You got something that came down to you. Look at this beautiful white horse. Look at this beautiful white horse. You realized something here in Taurus time, in May, June. You realized through a Taurus. You realized through the fact that Taurus is value. You realized your value and you had that clear thought coming to you. And it made you go upside down, because when we go upside down, we start letting go. We start letting go of the things that not work anymore in our head. And it's really profound because you're the feet. When you go upside down, your feet are up in the air. Oh my God, this is again a crazy message. I'm telling you, the more I do the readings, of course, the more I can, you know, I'm learning better and better. I don't need to look anymore. Certain cards I know, that's da-da-da-da-da. And before, I mean, as you can see, I was like writing on the old cards, like this is this, and this is that, and this is this, and this is... And of course, it's a big picture that's happening up there, right? Influencing us humans down here as well. And those who are born in this time, you did let go. You did go upside down. You did allow this coming down of a new energy. And you want to see how I painted the Hierophant? It's like you cannot make this stuff up. A forward bend. Letting go. This patriarch, this like kind of man, only man who think they can take the power away from the people. And not just, I'm not even just talking about the women, but about the people. No more. Finish. Bow down. Forward bend. Right? I have to paint it again because it became in the center a little all over. But I am working on this card. Yep. I'm working on it. Yeah, so you can see, right? Oh my God, I mean, it's like, yeah, bow down, forward bend, so that you start becoming this information. And you did, because you did get the information. This is also connected, right? Energetically, the sun is you shining on you. All right, last row. Wow, 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 wow. I'm so happy for you. You rock it. You rock it. You're happy. You're like, yeah. Yeah, son. Jupiter in Leo, right? This is Jupiter in Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. I mean, it's just, you really, wow, empowered. you successful, you standing there, and you really shifted the sentence of an optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think. I will put that as the headline, shifting it and making it a little shorter, but that's your headline. And the sun, right? The sun, the message, the big message of the sun is joy. I'm taking this one. Joy, inspirational success, abundance and fulfillment, exuberant creativity, positivity, love, manifesting dreams. There we go. Inner beauty, a yes card. Manifesting dreams. That's the message. You, moon, are looking over our dreams. I just get goosebumps all over. You are helping us. You are helping us, right? All of us, of course, to do that. But now you do it for yourself. Manifesting your dreams. Knowing when the moon, right, is up in the sky, we at night can create a deeper manifestation, a deeper success, a deeper knowledge, right? And particularly when there's a full moon, right? Because the sun is shining in the middle of the night towards the full moon, which means we do see the sun. We do see that reflection of these two, male and female, coming together, uniting. I mean, it's like empowered. You empowered yourself totally. And the three, right? Those three that were upside down, you let them go very fast, right? You let go of a Sagittarius, you let go of an Aries, you let go of an Taurus. That's it. And this is Aries, right? You let go definitely of an Aries. If you have an Aries in your life, you let go of an Aries. But if you are the court card, right, then you also realizing, hey, I let go of something within me that I thought wasn't worth it or was not worth it, right? And you let it go because you, in that letting go, right, in that upside down, have that ace of thought, that one clear thought came down to you. Wow, so beautiful. That's it. That's your message. All right, let me look. I always forget sometimes. Look at the bottom of the deck. Shit. Transformation. You transformed. Crazy. Beautiful. Thank you for this message. You did it. You made the transformation happening of something that wasn't working. Successful, happy, enjoying yourself, going for it. Death card. 4, the number 4. The number 4. You let go of that logos. You let go of those men who try to control the world. Wow. And the 10, the sun and the 10 and the financial stability. And another 10, right? 10, 10, 10. Anyway, thank you. This is powerful. I see you again. After Scorpio, right, comes Sagittarius. I see you in the beginning of, or the end of November with Sagittarius, Sun in Sagittarius, and of course then again the moon in your sign, right, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.